What is one thing that you do daily that moves the needle for you and your success that you've done or currently do? Just one little thing. It doesn't have to be the thing. What is one thing that has changed your trajectory of your career?
So I've told this to people before. I'm very big on operating with a 1% mindset. As my brother John can attest, and I said earlier, I didn't come from money. So don't look at me up here with, I love my purple jacket, but don't look up here and I'm like some silver spoon kid. I'm far from it. I mean, you guys have no idea the trials and tribulations that I had to go through to get to the point that I'm at. And I think that is a massive advantage that I have. People look at, I'm poor, or I'm a minority, or I'm this, and that's a disadvantage. You couldn't be farther from the truth. It is an advantage because you have nothing to lose. Everybody is betting against you, and you use that in your favor because the people that have already made it, they're scared to lose what they have. When you're coming into a situation and you're like, fuck it, I'm coming from nothing, I have nothing to lose, you have a different perspective about it. I start off every morning and I work out. I work out every single morning. I wake up every morning at 4:30, 5 o'clock. You can text me at that time. I will text you right back. I do that religiously. I do that, number one, to stay healthy, but I also do that because I know 99% of the country is not doing that. I then apply that with everything else that I do. The clothes that I wear, almost all of them are tailored. I do that. 99% of the people don't do that. How I do my buildings, I make sure that I'm doing it at such a level that 99% of the people are not doing it. And so it's just that 1% mindset and having it across everything that you do in your life, and you start doing that and you start hanging out with people that have that same mindset. In life, you have to run with horses. If you've ever watched the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness, those horses don't run that speed because some little man is on their back slapping them with a little whip. They're much more powerful than that. They're running because other horses are running. That's why they're running. And so if you want to be really, really successful, you've got to run with horses around you. You have to run with people that are incredibly driven, and those people are going to carry you. Those people are going to inspire you to continue to just push and push every single day. That's the key in my mind.
Why do you do what you do? My ultimate goal.
Number one, I love creating something. I think that it's absolutely amazing. If I was to go into it solely for the money, I wouldn't spend the time that I do on my properties to make sure that I do it right. I would half-ass it and I would rush it and then try to put it out on market and try to make money right away. One of the things that my partners really like about me is that I will take a project that, maybe somebody could half-ass and do it in 6 months, and I will update everything in it and do it right, and it would take me a year to do it. But guess what? I have no major CapEx expenses for the first decade. So who's smarter? I am. Banks are looking at my, expenses and they're like, how the fuck do you have such low expenses? Because I updated everything the first time. I always want to make sure that when I go into something, I do it right. My office is at 2001 Park Avenue in Lafayette Square. I was approached by a broker friend of mine to buy the building, and this building drove me crazy. It's a block away from my house. I love Lafayette Square. My family, we're raising our kids there. Absolutely love the environment. And this building always drove me nuts because it sits on a prominent corner. I know nothing about commercial real estate. I don't pretend to. And when this broker buddy of mine approached me with it, I was like, you know what? I want to buy it. I want to make it better. I want to try to change it. And as I was rehabbing it, there was ways that I could have cut corners. The mansard roof, I could have put asphalt shingles there. Excuse me. And instead, I spent another 15 grand to put slate shingles on it because it reflected the historical integrity of the neighborhood. Instead of putting aluminum gutters on it, I put copper gutters on it because it reflected the period of when that property was built. So I spent another $25,000 on the exterior of that building that I didn't have to, because I knew that I would walk by that building every day, that my kids would walk by it every day, and they would either look at that building with pride, or they would look at it and they would go, Daddy half-assed it. I really don't have like a set unit count. I don't have a set net worth. I don't believe in those things. I feel like, the harder you work, the luckier you get, and opportunities will come up then. And, if I grow it to, I'm at around 500 units right now. If I grow it to 1,000, if I grow it to 2,000, great. If I don't and I keep it at 500, I'm blessed beyond all measure. I could care less. So, thank you.